Is my background okay? Is there too much color in the background? Is the photos in the background actually painting the right picture for my personality? These are all the questions which cross your mind when you start filming yourself. The whole world of YouTube is actually filled with tons and tons of videos which talk about how do you set up a studio, how do you set up lights, what kind of sound systems do we need, what kind of tables should we have for maximum productivity, and so forth. The problem comes when, as a new YouTuber or somebody who's trying to create content in the very beginning, you start getting caught into that whirlpool of ideas and start thinking about all of that stuff. The big problem is it takes you away from what you're supposed to be doing, which is creating content, sharing ideas. The whole reason why you started was to share the knowledge or the ideas or the thoughts what you had in your mind. But very soon you realize that no more is that the focus. Rather, you're focused more on how do you make your set look nice, how do yourself look nicer in the videos, what not to show, what to show. So that's the challenge we run into. If that's something which you've been also feeling and going through, this is the video where I want to share some of my experience from last 1 week, and especially what happened to me in last 4 days. Keep. Hi, this is Saurabh. I'm based in Chicago. I head the IT services business for a mid-size services company. I've been in the industry for over 17 years, and I started this YouTube channel with the whole and sole focus of helping either the newcomers who are coming into the industry or some of the guys who are behind me in few years of experience to share what I have done in my life and some of the learnings I've shared. So I started this video with the idea that we get caught into the whirlpool and the whirlwind of ideas of how to make your set look nice, and that's a rabbit hole in itself. We start going down deep into it, and it can leads into all sorts of trouble. So since Thursday, what has happened with me is I started with the idea of how do I make this backdrop look better for myself. Is this the right backdrop for myself? I'm actually sitting in my basement office, and I've taken this diagonal shot in the room. Is that the right place for me? And is it well lit? Can you see all the background? Is it too dark in the background? Is my face lit properly or not? And this led me into a rabbit hole where I started getting several lights and trying to kind of experiment with different ideas. The other challenge I faced also was, is this even the right place or the focus where I should be facing or should be showing everybody? There is another wall in my room on my right side, that's more like an accent wall. But so should I start using the accent wall instead? What light should I use? How many should I have? Should I go with a 3-point light setup? Should I go with a 2 light point setup, or one light setup is good enough? So this whole idea took me into so many videos, and I started exploring. Now all I've realized is from Thursday to Monday, I've actually not sit down on recording much. In fact, I think I've only just posted a couple of shorts, but I've not sit down and recorded. And this lightning struck me this morning as I was finishing a call for work, that the whole purpose of starting this YouTube channel was not to show off how beautiful this set is or how amazing my videos could look like, but it was actually with the idea of sharing some of the learnings I've had, hopefully helping somebody who's coming up in the industry, who's starting their job in the industry. So here are a couple of tips which I take for myself. I actually wrote down in my journal as well this morning. First, start with what you have. This is not just to you, but a reminder to myself that not to stop just because I don't have the perfect light, I don't have the perfect backdrop, or things might look clumsy or a little dark. As long as my viewers can hear me properly, I think that's a pretty good start. I actually am shooting on my phone. I've been thinking of moving to a better camera than this, but I think this is pretty good. And when I look at over the internet. There are people who've done far more greater content and greater job with even basic camera. My camera is pretty decent. I think that's the same note for myself as well as for you. Start with what you have. You don't have to buy something fancy. Third, start with the very basic setup and keep things simple. By keeping things simple, what I mean is it should not take us days to set up something or even hours to set up something. For me, I've finally boiled myself down to a light, just a single light here, and then I have my lamp in the background. That's about it. Fourth, make gradual progress. Again, another note for myself, but sharing the same advice for you. Make gradual progress. I am not doing this to make 10 videos and be done with it. I have hopefully started this with an idea that I'm going to do this for at least 3 years. Even if I don't see any results, I don't build a huge audience or any other monetary outcomes out of this. So if we are doing this for 3 years, there's no reason why we should attempt to build a perfect set or an excellent set on the very first week itself. I think what we have, in fact, in my case, what I have is pretty decent. That should be the same focus for anybody who's getting started. Start with you have, start with what you have, and improve it gradually day by day. All right, guys, and that's one of the things I journal for myself. That's the same message I have for you. Don't let perfection stop you. Start simple, iterate, build that muscle. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing henceforth as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you think this could help someone, do share this video with them as well. I'll see you next time. Bye.